Insights with Terri Ep.220, a weekly look through the eyes of predictive astrologer Terri Ep.220. Here's Terri.
Hi everyone, this is Terri, and you're listening to Insights with Terri Ep.220. Thanks for joining me to explore together the week of the 25th of May through June the 1st, 2025. I appreciate your time. Let's see what we have. What's the universe going to offer us? Let's get to it. So the sun sign is now in Gemini, and Gemini is the author of curiosity and learning and wanting to know more and not being satisfied with just a little information. So this is thirsty, inquisitive information. So what are we going to do with that? What we're going to do with that is we're going to maybe read a book or explore a new subject, or maybe go on Google and just look at one subject, and it'll take you into a whole new world that you haven't even thought about yet, and go down that hole. But Gemini offers the opportunity to see what we maybe don't know or even know exists. So it's supposed to just key up that interest in communication, the interest in new things that we're not aware of. Just going down and looking at things that tweak our interest and help to make some really quality discussions and communication. So what an opportunity. So this is where we need to really engage interesting friends, not boring friends, interesting friends, friends that tweak your imagination, friends that make you think. Even if you get a new club together that discuss certain subjects every month that you get involved with. This is the kind of an energy that supports that. We're going to have that for the next 3 weeks or so. And we are right now in Taurus, in Mercury, which is how we think and how we communicate. But that also goes to Gemini very, very shortly. So we're doubling up on that curious, communicative, fascinating energy field. And Venus, the planet of love and beauty, is in Aries. It's been in Aries for a while. It's not the best time for relationships, so just be careful. Tread on careful running shoes here, because the god of war, can easily ignite. It's a fire sign. Excuse me. It's a hot sign. So just be really careful how and where you're working and what you're working from as far as relationships go. My own personal take, I'm in some touchy situations with extended family, and I don't want it to become volatile, and I know this kind of energy can. And so I'm being very careful to word things correctly, to make sure that things aren't taken personally or combatively. So I'm really careful with my words, my energy, my body language, even leaning forward to show the person that you're engaged in the conversation, to let them know that they matter, and to maybe tiptoe away from any combat. It's not a good energy for combat. I mean, it's a good energy for combat, meaning if you want to fight, this is a great time for that, but do you really want to fight? And Mars, the planet of fight, the planet of passion and war, really, is in Leo, and Leo is a cat that does not back away from a fight. So we got that fiery energy going at the last part of the chart. Just be cautious, that's all. Great for impulse, great for burning bridges if that's what you'd like to do, but it might not be the best thing to do. And the number 3 was given to us in conjunction with where the planets are. And what that means is it's going to give us that fire, hopefully, in our mind. So we're going to be mentally alert. We're going to have an energy field that helps our mind get clear. Goodness knows I need that right now. I've done some things that if the kids saw me, they'd probably start looking for a home for me. Just because you're not thinking, maybe mind is someplace else, not paying the attention to things that you need to. But this mentally alert time, I actually needed it the other day during a circumstance, and then I just breathed it in, grounded, let that fire of Leo and Aries pulse through me, and that ability to find my words with Gemini coming, I actually looked like I had 2 functioning brain cells. It was really, really pleasant. So it's going to support creative minds and being original in your thinking and giving you really good imagination. This is not an energy that likes to get bored. Boy, oh boy, when you have that Gemini energy, you don't want to be bored. You don't want to bore others. It's painful. So don't hurt each other. Be stimulating. Have brand new shows or maybe genres that you've never really explored before. It can offer you the charming and the witty energy with Leo, and be very, very careful of critical energy fields or even constructive criticism. Use extreme caution because this could be taken so personally. Now, with Gemini able to soften that a little bit into curiosity, you could word it differently and achieve a goal, but just be so careful. This is an energy field that's piled together to help us learn diplomacy. I think that's marvelous because I used to hate diplomacy. I used to think that being diplomatic was stupid. Just say what you mean. Just say it. Get it out. Say it and let's deal with it. Well, I'm going to say, after some of these ignoramuses that are called political leaders and the things that come out of their mouth, and they're so crass and they're so ignorant, you know what? I am now a fan of diplomacy. What is wrong with having a handle on the English language and the patience to say something properly, the intelligence to be able to word it in a way that you just told somebody to go to hell and they said thank you for it? That's diplomatic. Wouldn't it be nice to go back to that? So that may be where we're headed with a gift from the universe. We are going to need to work freely, and we're not going to like restraints. Restraints are not going to fit well. It's like trying to fit an extra large in a small, so it's not going to feel good. We will be more efficient working in pairs if you get a chance to do that, and we will often work better under stress. There's no shortage of that. And it will activate our mental energy. So in other words, working under a deadline will allow you to succeed more quickly right now. It will allow you to expand your ambitions, open up more, be more inventive, and problem solving in a very positive way. So this is just perfect. Now, the beginning of the week, where we'll be vulnerable, is our neck, our vocal cords, and our throat. And if you have thyroid problems, that could be an issue as well. We have a new moon on Tuesday, the 27th, and that new moon is in Gemini. That is new patterns, new thinking, new ways of structuring our lives, our routine. Offers us all kinds of new opportunities. Our energy level could be a little lower in a new moon, so that would be a great time to do book work or anything that requires you sitting, peeling potatoes while you're sitting. Just try to maintain your energy because it's going to be a little lower than normal. Get as much sleep as you possibly can. Then towards the end of the week, our stomach might be a little bit more sensitive to certain foods or certain ways of eating or eating at the wrong time. And then at the very end of the week, our vulnerability will be the heart, the aorta, blood pressure, and blood circulation if you're vulnerable in that area. If you're not, and it might sneak up on you, just be careful. Let your body talk to you. It's so important to let it talk to you. Now, some of the cards that were given to us, the first one, which is my favorite, is the Sun. When the Sun card comes out, just think of, well, today, you don't know what day I recorded this, but today the sun peeked out for a few minutes. And it was the same day, the wind was coming from the same direction, the trees were the same, everything was the same, but that sun filtering through those beautiful new green leaves. The warmth, the harmony, just changed everything. Just changed everything. So it was a good feeling. Didn't last long, not long enough, but it was good. And that's what's supposed to be offered to us this week, that warm, fuzzy, sunny kind of energy, if we'll take it and run. This is reinforcing as well that what I had said in the beginning about us looking at interesting books, because there's a picture of a woman, and that's supposed to be generic, bending over a book and reading it. And the look on her face is interesting because she's reading something that is, you can tell, is of interest to her and is satisfying that curious mind that she has. And that information that she's taking, I know by the look on her face, she's going to be able to share it. And there's some excitement building. And she'll become a smarter, better person for having read what she's got in her hand. So we may be offered that opportunity to invest ourselves in maybe Abraham Hicks or some of the other podcasts that help us strive to be more than we are just on a day-to-day, moment-to-moment scenario. It'll help us to try to expand, to grow, to evolve. Then the next energy field is the one of physical generosity. Now that's got to be, I think, meant for after the new moon. The new moon takes our energy and lowers it a little bit. It's not mean, it's just maybe making us rest. I even noticed the animals the same. The ducks don't go back and forth as much. The baby ducks aren't darting everywhere as much. They're more content to sit under their mother's wings. The dogs are more amiable to, should we just sit down and just do a couple of little books? And then they all crash on the floor. But when that's finished, then this physical generosity is going to be offered to us. So then we have less stress on money. And remember, this is general, but less stress on money, on our health, on our energy level, our securities. It's the physical, I'm going to say the physical manifestation of abundance. It doesn't mean we can go out and spend $1 million that we don't have. It just means that the pressure will be let up a little bit because we'll be looking at other things. So a mundane example of that would be, with that curiosity and that information, maybe a concept of that would be, because I'm so interested in a new book or a new television program or a new documentary, maybe I wouldn't be going out to the restaurant and spending all that money in the restaurant, which then helps my bottom line, etc., etc., etc. Now, there are some of you that are going to experience a sudden, difficult, extremely difficult event. And it looks like it's going to, not everybody, it looks like it's going to revolve around letting go of something or having to release something. So there may be a few of you stuck in an energy field of having to let go. It would be like letting go of a wonderful friendship that maybe isn't serving you anymore, or a wonderful relationship that isn't serving anybody anymore, or maybe a precious pet. There's going to be some of you that have to let go of something that's going to be very painful, and I apologize for that. You're also going to be offered an opportunity to invest in yourself, to try to find out what your talent is. If I asked many of my clients, what's one of your superpowers? Many of them would say, I have no idea what my superpower is. We should know what our superpower is. It shouldn't be such a surprise. So they're saying that you need to invest some time, some effort, and some energy into what is your talent. Where do you shine? How can you manifest that and build on it and let it glow and bask in the glory of it, because it has the potential to bring in some added resources because you're good at it, you can do it, you like it, and so you're getting paid to do something that you love and you would do probably for free because you like it. So that's basically our next week in a nutshell. I'm looking forward to it. It's looking pretty interesting to me. On that note, I would like to thank Charlie for putting us on Spotify, Apple iTunes, Amazon Music, SoundCloud, YouTube. Then he gives me the link and I put that on Facebook. And if you would like a reading for yourself or help with your animal, give me a shout, 519-726-6699, or you can email me at terri.coutts@gmail.com. And don't be afraid to tune into, or stream, I should say, the Big 8, that's the number 8, radio.com with Charlie O'Brien. And it's all that good music from the 50s, 60s, 70s, and 80s. That's a treat. So thanks everybody for listening. I really appreciate it. Have yourself a wonderful week. Keep your minds open, keep your books open, and get ready for some really intriguing lessons. Bye for now.
Thanks for listening to Insights with Terri Coots. Visit Terri's website at terriworld.com, TERRI world.com.